top 10 natural home remedies for anemia. Our blood has a compound called hemoglobin which carries the oxygen through blood to all parts of our body. Anemia is a condition where the blood lacks this compound. Anemia is not a disease, and in most cases, it can be corrected with a diet modification. It can also be a consequence of other medical conditions in the body. This is why it is important to consult a physician in case of chronic and persistent anemic state. Causes and symptoms: heavy menstrual cycle, iron-deficient diet, pregnancy, bleeding and piles are the common causes behind anemia. Paleness of the skin and tongue, headache, irritability, dark circles under the eyes without any reason, fatigue, breathlessness and persistent tiredness are some of the symptoms of this condition. The low hemoglobin count prevents a healthy flow of oxygen throughout the body, and thus the fatigue and tiredness is experienced. You can treat this disorder right at your home. Including iron-rich diet will help you take care of anemia effectively. Types of anemia. There are 5 types of anemia. Iron deficiency anemia occurs in cases of low iron levels in the body. Aplastic anemia is the one in which there is reduction or absence of red blood cells. Sickle cell anemia occurs due to abnormal red blood cells and is hereditary in nature and is potentially life-threatening. Folic acid deficiency anemia is caused by lower levels of folic acid in the bloodstream. Pernicious anemia takes place when there are low levels of vitamin B12 in the body. Home remedies for anemia. 1. Spin the spinach. Spinach is the best green leafy vegetable to make up for the low levels of red blood cells in the body. However, the iron in the spinach is not easy for your body to absorb. That is why it is important that you consume it with other easily digestible iron-rich foods like potatoes and broccoli. They aid in absorption and ingestion of iron in spinach, which in spite of being rich in iron is actually an iron inhibitor. 2. Beat it with beetroot. Beetroot is extremely rich source of iron. Its deep red juices are the result of high iron content in it. However, the woody taste of beetroot does not go down well with most of the people, especially kids. Therefore you may have to try out various different ways of including it in your diet. Beetroot juice with them squeezed lemon is one of the options. Beetroot has a great color, so you can add it while cooking your gravies and rice. It will give a great color without lending it flavor. Chopping it up with your salad is the easiest way of having it if you like the taste. 3. Zing it up with lemon. Vitamin C is the component that helps in absorbing the iron in the body. Lemons are a great source of vitamin C. You can sprinkle the lemon juice on your salad to give it a tangy flavor. Lemon juice diluted with some water, honey and a pinch of salt makes for a wonderfully refreshing drink. Have a glass every day for good results. It is believed that best results of the vitamin C in lemon is obtained when you consume it with warm water first thing in the morning. 4. Juice it up with oranges. Oranges are also a good source of vitamin C. A glass of orange juice a day can level up the iron levels in the body. If you are on iron supplements like pills, then consume these pills with the orange juice. Issue with vitamin C is that it gets washed away from the body quite fast, as it is a water-soluble vitamin. It is not stored in the body, and therefore it makes sense to have it along with the iron-rich diet and supplements. 5. Mushy mushrooms. Morel mushrooms contain the highest percentage of iron amongst the vegetable categories. 1 cup of these mushrooms are enough to meet your daily iron requirement. However, be careful about sourcing them from a trusted source. Morel mushrooms are a kind of wild mushrooms that are difficult to make out from another type of mushroom which is toxic for the body. 6. Meaty Role. Red meat is very rich in absorption-ready iron. Note that all meats do not have iron in them. It is only the red meat that has high iron content. But red meat is also high on cholesterol and fats and is not recommended on daily basis and in large quantities. However, the iron in the red meat is very easy to absorb and reaches the blood very fast. 7. Apples. Have you ever tried to retain the fresh white milky color of a diced apple as it turns to dirty brown as soon as it is cut? The reason is the iron content in the apple is quite high, which get oxidized as soon as it gets exposed to the air. Apple mash and boiled apple is especially recommended for the toddlers and infants who are beginning their first solid food. Apple juice is also a great option, though that does away with most of the fiber. The best quality of apple when it comes to iron absorption is that it has certain amount of vitamin C as well. Though it varies amongst the various varieties of apples, 8. Banana Boon. Banana is another fruit that has high level of iron in it. Mashed banana is also recommended for infants as their first semi-solids. The babies are usually exclusively breastfed for the first 6 months. The breast milk has iron but not in significant amount, which causes the use and depletion of iron stores in the baby. For adults too, banana shake or 2 to 3 bananas in a day can help recoup the iron deficiency. 9. Honey. Honey has iron, magnesium and zinc in it. The amber color of honey is due to its high iron content. The best property of honey is that it mixes with numerous food items. Therefore, including it in your diet is fairly easy. You can use it in the salads as salad dressing, mix it in juices and water instead of sugar. In fact, it is a great substitute for sugar, which is quite unhealthy if used in high amounts. Honey also makes for a delicious bread spread. However, refrain from giving it to infants as it can cause serious disease in them, which can also turn fatal. Anemia is a disorder that inflicts most of us at least once in our lifetime. It is not dangerous if managed properly with good diet and medical consultation to rule out existence of any other serious ailment whose symptom might be appearing in the form of anemia. You can also follow the above-mentioned remedies even if you have been put on iron supplement. 10. Dietary changes. Food items that are rich in iron, vitamin B12 and folic acid can help with anemia. Spinach, potatoes, oranges, lemon, apples, fish, mussels, lamb, cheese and eggs are some of the examples of food items that are good sources of these nutrients. Including them in your regular meals can help restore the iron and vitamin levels in the body.